Beyond what we see every day, there exists a whole world of unseen creatures.
What'd you see?
It was like a big creature.
And today's video is packed with shocking sightings of these unknown life forms. So, get ready to explore the realm of multidimensional beings.
I got scared. She just kind of telepathically told me, don't be afraid, we're not going to hurt you.
A fisherman in the Gulf Coast claimed he was taken by unknown beings in 1973. A bright light appeared, and 3 strange figures floated toward him. He couldn't move as they carried him onto a craft. Inside, a hovering device scanned him. A tall figure, almost human-like, touched his face. A voice entered his mind, telling him he would not be harmed. Moments later, he was back on the riverbank. Shaken, he and his companion reported it to the authorities. Investigators tested them, and their fear seemed real. Years later, he wrote a book saying the beings were not from Earth. Even after decades, he stood by his story.
Is Earth really the only planet with life, or is something else out there?
Doorbell camera video that's raising a lot of questions today.
A man in Houston stepped out of his house one night. As he walked onto the sidewalk, a sudden flash of light surrounded him. In an instant, he was gone. His home security camera caught the whole thing. The footage spread fast, with people saying he had been taken by something beyond this world. Authorities dismissed it as a camera glitch, but not everyone agreed. Just a night before, in Colorado, another security camera had recorded something eerie. A strange figure with thin arms and wobbly legs moved in an unnatural way. It reminded people of Dobby from Harry Potter. But what if it wasn't just a strange sighting? What if that being was an alien that had abducted the man in Houston, too?
You'll see the officers also saw something in the sky that night, but
people in Las Vegas have seen strange things before, but this one had the whole city talking. On May 1st, a family called 911, claiming something had crashed in their backyard. They described tall, glowing-eyed figures standing near the wreckage. At the same time, officers on patrol caught a bright flash in the sky on their body cams. Some neighbors reported a glowing blue orb, while others described a yellowish light moving fast. When police arrived, whatever had fallen was gone. But with multiple witnesses and video evidence, many are convinced a UFO may have landed that night. And those non-human beings were connected to the landing of that mysterious craft.
What'd you see?
It was like a big creature.
A newscaster team was live, exploring an old abandoned house, unaware that something eerie was waiting for them. As they moved through the place, they spotted a dark, humanoid figure sitting in the corner. The host cautiously stepped closer, trying to see it clearly. It didn't rush toward them or show any signs of aggression. Instead, it seemed scared, as if it had been hiding there for years. Some believed it could be an ancient being, finally uncovered. The team knew this was beyond their understanding. Rather than taking any risks, they reported it to experts, hoping to learn what it really was.
When it comes to aliens, there's some things I just can't tell you.
A clip went viral showing Obama in an interview, and the topic wasn't ordinary. It was about aliens. The talk got attention because he was asked if aliens were kept in a government lab. He admitted that when he became president, he wanted to know the truth. He even asked officials if there was a secret place holding alien specimens. The answer was no, but he hinted that unexplained objects had been recorded in the sky. This conversation made waves online, and after that, more people started sharing their own strange sightings. The clip only added to the ongoing mystery, making Obama even more talked about.
With all the lights, and it was spinning, and it just and took off.
In Jharkhand, on the Chadwa Dam Bridge in the Hazaribagh district, some bikers were passing by when something made them stop. They saw a humanoid figure walking on the road. It looked pale and moved strangely. At one point, it turned and stared at them before continuing on its path. Thankfully, it didn't rush toward them. It seemed to be a skinwalker or some ghost. The bikers didn't take any chances and quickly left the area. Encounters like this are rare, but once such beings catch you, they never leave you that easily. Leaked footage from a secret lab took the internet by storm. It showed a creepy, skinny creature lying on an examination table. For a brief moment, it lifted its head before dropping back down. Its frail body and pale skin made it look like something straight out of fiction, almost like Voldemort from the movies. It could be an outer space being, or maybe an experiment gone wrong. Experts refused to say anything, only adding to the mystery. But just as fast as the video spread, it vanished without a trace. Only a few screenshots remained, leaving people wondering what had really been caught on camera.
Thank you.
In a temple in Mexico, a very creepy incident happened during a religious ceremony. Among the people, a bizarre being was spotted. It had hollow black eye sockets, but no eyes. The crowd remained unaware, too focused on the ceremony, but the figure was caught on camera. Once the footage surfaced, debates began. Some believed it was a lost spirit, drawn to the ritual after some kind of punishment, seeking peace. Others feared it was something else entirely. Strangely, after that day, people claimed to feel an unusual presence near the temple, as if the spirit never really left. A house owner felt an unusual presence in his backyard. Thinking it might be an animal, he went to check. He threw light toward the trees and saw a terrifying face staring back at him. Its glowing eyes stood out in the dark. It didn't resemble any animal he had ever seen. It could have been an alien being that landed in his backyard, or some ghostly entity, as such beings are often found near trees. But he didn't stay long to find out. From that night on, he kept checking his yard every night, hoping or fearing that it might reappear soon. A CCTV camera set in the washing area of a house captured something unsettling. Everything seemed normal until a shadowy figure with glowing eyes peeked from behind the wall. It didn't stay in one place. It kept appearing and disappearing. The way it moved, it clearly resembled a ghost. Seeing the footage, the family was in shock. They didn't wait around to find out more. Without hesitation, they decided to leave the house, believing it was haunted. Maybe they should have checked the dark past of the house before moving in.
De por sí es un poco extraño. En las noches se puede.
In Bolivia, a local captured something strange walking along a river. It had long limbs and an unusual shape, nothing like a human. The first thought that crossed his mind, it could be an alien. For years, people in the area had reported glowing lights in the night sky, believing they were UFOs. If a UFO was there, an alien was likely nearby. Seeing this figure near the river made some believe there could be a hidden alien base beneath the water. Others thought the river might be a portal leading to outer space. Well, what's your take on this?
Esta foto y las imágenes que capturamos.
A hiker exploring Indonesia captured something strange on camera. He was filming near a restricted cave, an area known for its mysterious stories. No one else was supposed to be there, yet something appeared behind him. The figure wasn't clearly visible, but its shape didn't seem human. It had features that reminded him of a reptilian. Locals weren't surprised. They spoke of serpent beings said to live in the cave. When they saw the footage, they believed it matched their stories. Not long after, the post was gone. Some think it was removed to prevent unnecessary attention, or maybe for another reason.
There it is! Son of a gun! Right down the middle of the road!
During the Apollo 11 mission, astronauts captured something unexpected on the moon. While exploring, they spotted a dark humanoid figure in the distance. On the moon, where no other life was expected, this was beyond shocking. They kept their distance, filming carefully, but then the figure seemed to notice them. Before they could react, the footage suddenly cut off. Turned out it was an alien. When they returned to Earth, they uploaded the video, only to receive warnings. They were told to take it down or face serious consequences.
Oh, yes!
At the edge of Area 51, 3 friends set out on a road trip, hoping to catch a glimpse of the unknown. They filmed everything, speaking to tourists, and taking in the eerie silence of the area. As one of them walked back to the car, he froze. A tall, skin-colored figure moved across the road, its body too thin, its movements unnatural. He barely had time to react before panic took over. They ran towards the car, but when they looked back, the creature was gone. No footsteps, no sign it was ever there. Many believe what they saw wasn't human at all. Area 51 had just revealed another alien sighting.
Oh, whoa, what is that?
You guys, and it's not even there anymore, too.
A giant figure was spotted standing on Whistler's Mountain in Alberta, Canada. A local captured it on video, and even though the footage was shaky, the size of the figure was impossible to miss. The next day, it was gone. Strange things followed. Helicopters flew over the area, and a road leading to the mountain was suddenly blocked. The local tried returning, but was turned away by officials. Later, they noticed an unmarked vehicle following him, and days later, the man went missing. Locals believe the authorities might be involved because anyone who uncovers hints of extraterrestrial activity is never seen again.
Hey!
In Cordoba, a man felt something unusual in his fields. Grabbing a light, he went to check. As he arrived, he noticed several burned spots on the ground. While trying to make sense of it, he saw a dark creature sitting nearby, its glowing eyes locked onto him. He froze for a moment, then ran as fast as he could. Later, the truth came out. It was an alien being, and those burned spots were from its UFO landing. The most shocking part? The man vanished soon after. His family searched, but there was no trace of him. No one knows where he went or what happened to him, but some believe he was taken by the entity.
That the giant Finn McCool has gone into winter hibernation.
At the Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland, a visitor captured something strange on his phone. At first, it just looked like the rocky cliffs, but then something moved. A massive door, hidden in the rock, suddenly closed. It felt like some figure stepped inside before the entrance shut tight behind it. Rumors spread that the legendary giant had gone into hibernation. If anyone had stepped inside before it closed, they might have discovered what was really hidden in the depths of the causeway.
Look. There's another one there. Look at. What is that?
Brazil became the center of attention for a strange sighting. On the hilltop of Ilha do Mel, a hiker and his family spotted two tall beings. They weren't Bigfoots. These figures were skinny, not muscular. Many believed they could be aliens, standing nearly 10 feet tall. At first, they didn't seem to notice the family. The hilltop itself looked like a perfect hiding spot, isolated and quiet. Some now wonder if this place was more than just a scenic view. Maybe it was a secret base hidden in plain sight.
Yo, I think we're seeing some aliens.
Neighbors came across a strange, dark, humanoid creature floating in the air near houses. It had no support, yet it remained suspended, behaving oddly. How could something float like that? It didn't seem possible. They called the police, who arrived and were just as stunned. No one knew how to approach it or what to do. Some believed it might be an extraterrestrial being, while others feared it was a ghostly entity. Well, what do you think it could be? Let me know in the comments.
Thing's kind of creepy. It's like a person's silhouette up in the clouds.
Construction was underway in a mountain area when workers spotted something terrifying. A giant creature stood on a nearby peak watching them. It was big and muscular, almost like the stories of Bigfoot. It didn't move, just stood there, making its presence known. Fear spread among the workers, and they stopped their work, unsure if it was safe to continue. They waited, hoping it would leave. Bigfoot was supposed to be just a myth, a legend passed down over the years. But now, seeing it with their own eyes, they knew it was more than just tales. The mountain held secrets, and this creature was one of them.
I'm sorry. If it was your mountain, I'm sorry I broke it.
7 feet tall, scales, red eyes, and a massive tail. That's the description of the ever-elusive lizard man.
Something strange has been spotted again. Near Scape Ore Swamp in South Carolina, reports of a tall, scaly figure have surfaced once more. Decades ago, people spoke of a creature lurking in the area, something with glowing red eyes and an almost reptilian appearance. Some thought it was a hoax, but the sightings never truly stopped. The most recent case involved a figure dashing across a bridge, its long tail visible clearly. At first, People thought it was a trick of the shadows. But as the reports kept coming, one thing became clear. It wasn't just a story. The legendary lizard man had returned.
How many things that we have taken as, oh, it's a story, it can't be, has been proven true.
Involves talk of alien sightings at Bayside Marketplace.
At Bayside Marketplace in Miami, chaos broke out. Police arrived, saying it was just a fight among teenagers. Fireworks went off, adding to the confusion. But online, people were saying something else. Videos showed tall, dark figures standing near the entrance. They weren't just shadows. They moved strangely, almost like they were watching. Witnesses described them as towering over the crowd, their presence sending waves of panic through the area. Authorities dismissed the claims, but those who saw it firsthand insisted these weren't normal figures. As footage spread, one detail became clear. These beings weren't human at all. They had the height, the movement, and the eerie presence of something not from this world. Many believed Miami had just witnessed real aliens. A factory security camera in England recorded something unusual one night. The footage showed two men walking through an alley, but their features looked different. Their ears seemed long and pointed. Their eyes appeared darker than normal. Their noses looked sharp and elongated. At first glance, they blended in, but the camera picked up details the human eye might have missed. It turned out they weren't just ordinary people. They were vampires, disguising themselves in human form to avoid being noticed. But the camera captured what human eyes could not.
Se puede ver clarito sus patitas.
A strange video recorded on August 22nd captured a shocking sight at a gas station in Peru. A group of night workers saw a weird being walking nearby. At first, it moved like a normal person, but then, out of nowhere, it started floating in the air. No human can do that. The CCTV footage showed it clearly before it vanished into the night. Witnesses believed it wasn't the last time they would see it. Next time, it might not just appear. It might take someone with it. A hunter set up a trail camera in the woods, expecting to capture wild animals. But what it recorded was something else. A shadowy figure appeared, moving past an old tree. It matched the description of a ghost. Some believe old trees hold spirits, and this one might have been no different. Whatever it was, the hunter was lucky. When he checks the footage, he will surely be thankful that only his camera was there, because standing in that spot himself might have been a different story. A local was enjoying the river view when he noticed something unusual. A small, skinny figure was walking under the bridge, moving as if it belonged there. But at such a place, no human or animal was expected. The figure's steps were smooth, almost too normal for the strange location. It didn't hesitate, didn't seem lost. Then, just like that, it disappeared. The sight left him stunned. It didn't look human, and it definitely wasn't an animal. The thought crossed his mind. Was this an alien? And if so, why was it here? Maybe that bridge wasn't just a bridge. Maybe it was a hidden portal to outer space. A house security camera captured a chilling sight. Everything seemed normal on the street. Cars parked, no movement. But then, from behind a parked Jeep, a giant furry being stood up on two legs. At that moment, a pedestrian appeared. The second he saw it, he quickly ran. Luckily, the creature didn't seem to notice him. But what was it? A suburban werewolf. It might have been hiding inside the Jeep. That Jeep belonged to a camper who had recently returned from the woods. If the creature had sneaked in from there, it had found the perfect way to stay hidden. A local stepped outside when an unusual sight caught his eye. A coyote was chasing a strange, skinny being with a pointed beak-like face. The creature moved fast, jumping over a dustbin and vanishing. The coyote searched around, sniffing the area, but finding nothing, it eventually gave up and left. The locals stood frozen, trying to process what had just happened. Then, out of nowhere, the creature flipped out from inside the dustbin and hurried away. It had been hiding there all along. Could it be an alien? Well, that's what it looked like. If one was here, there could be more out there. Leaked footage recently caught everyone's attention, for good reason. It showed a secret lab, and inside, a giant figure lay still. Its body was covered in scales, but its hands and legs looked human. That alone was shocking. But then, the real surprise came. There wasn't just one. There were two more like it in the same facility. It could have been some kind of reptilian being, either part of an experiment or hidden away from the world. But now, the footage is out, and as expected, the person who leaked it got fired. A person from his house window was looking outside when he saw something that made no sense to him. A strange, glowing figure stood near the factory area. It wasn't moving away, just standing there, as if searching for something. An instant thought came to his mind. Was it an alien entity? Maybe its UFO had crashed nearby, and now it was searching for it. The figure stayed there for a long time, before vanishing forever. Let us know if any of you have ever seen such an entity. In 2006, in Pensacola, Florida, a person was sleeping in his bedroom. A closed-circuit camera above the bed recorded everything. The footage later revealed a disturbing sight: a skinny, humanoid figure slowly peeking from behind the open door. Its appearance resembled an alien, raising fears of an invasion inside the house. What made it more terrifying was what happened next. The man mysteriously vanished after that night. Rumors spread that the strange figure was too thin to be human. Many believed an alien abduction had taken place, leaving behind nothing but eerie footage and unanswered questions. In September 2014, security cameras in England captured something terrifying. A man stood among a crowd, but his skull looked nothing like a human's. Police launched an investigation, and the footage quickly spread online. Many believed he was a reptilian alien hiding in plain sight. To support this theory, people pointed to a 2013 case involving Obama's security team. A guard's appearance led to speculation that reptilians had infiltrated high places. With two similar cases, people were convinced these beings walked among us, unnoticed. The idea that such creatures could blend into society left many uneasy. A video surfaced online and quickly spread everywhere. It showed a story that seemed too strange to believe: an encounter with a giant deep in the mountains of Afghanistan. A group of soldiers had been sent on a mission when one squad suddenly lost contact. Another team was sent to search for them. Their path led them to a large cave where they found scattered military gear. But before they could enter, a massive figure stepped out. It stood over 12 feet tall, with red hair, extra fingers, and a presence that didn't seem human. Reports say the soldiers reacted fast, and the creature was eventually taken away by helicopter. After that, no one ever saw it again. It became known as the Giant of Kandahar. A street camera captured a small, dark being moving with so much speed. It seemed like a cat, but here's the twist. Suddenly, it transformed into a giant humanoid figure. So shocking, right? It appeared to be a Skinwalker, as they can change shapes like that. Rumors spread of people seeing it, and now everyone started avoiding going out at night and staying away from that area. Who knows? It might still wander there, waiting for some prey. Something shocking is coming your way, so hold on tight. In Alaska, a strange being appeared from the snow, caught by tourists. It looked human-like, but something was off about it. They recorded it and posted the footage online. People believed it might be a being from an old, forgotten species, hidden in the snow and now uncovered, shockingly still alive. Others believed it might be an ancient predator or creature. Well, whatever it was, experts are eager to reach this site and study it. The mystery has only just begun. Some old footage from 2003 resurfaced online, and it's not just any ordinary clip. This one had the world talking. During winter that year, security staff at Hampton Court Palace were dealing with something strange. A door near the clock court kept flying open on its own. CCTV footage showed no one there, yet the doors swung wide with force. The next day, things got even weirder. This time, a tall figure in weird clothing appeared on the screen. It calmly pulled the door shut before vanishing. On the third day, The doors opened once again, but the mysterious figure never returned. Visitors reported seeing something eerie in the same area. Soon, the footage spread worldwide, calling it a ghostly figure or a skeleton. Whatever it was, it left its mark on history. People were enjoying a movie in a theater when something strange happened. Among the crowd, a glowing figure suddenly appeared. Its intense glow made it stand out, looking completely out of place. Those who saw it couldn't believe their eyes. Many were convinced it might have been an angel, possibly coming to take the soul of someone sitting there. The eerie part? The video ended right at that moment. No one knows what happened next. Did it take the person, or was it something else entirely? Whatever it was, those in the theater that night would never forget what they saw. A boy was playing in his school, but he wasn't alone. A glowing figure stood near him, shining with an intense white light. It looked just like the spirit of a boy watching over him. Later, the truth came out. A tragic incident had happened at that school a year ago. The boy's friend had passed away there, but it seemed he never truly left. His presence still lingered, wandering the school halls. It was as if those who are dearest to us never really leave. Chalatenango, El Salvador. On March 29, 2024, security cameras captured a bizarre entity walking among the animals on a farm. It appeared for a while, then disappeared. Strangely, the animals didn't react, almost as if they didn't see it. This wasn't a single sighting. Nearby residents also claimed to have seen it, believing it could be a skinwalker or a rake creature. Some thought it had come to hunt. Shockingly, a week later, animals started going missing. No tracks, no signs of struggle, just gone. The locals started to worry, unsure if this was just the beginning. The figure on the footage remained unexplained, and with each passing night, more animals vanished without a trace. A local stepped outside for a walk when something made him stop. He saw a slender, dark creature standing inside a company building. It was too skinny, giving it an eerie appearance. It didn't move, just stood there, staring directly at him. He felt like it could rush toward him at any moment. The sight alone was enough to convince him that it might be some ghostly entity linked to the company. Sensing the risk, he decided to leave and inform the authorities to avoid any potential risk. A late-night shift at a hospital in Argentina turned into something straight out of a horror story. At around 3 a.m., security footage captured a guard at the reception desk going about his usual routine. Then, the automatic entry doors suddenly opened. No one was seen entering, at least not on camera. But what happened next was even more bizarre. The guard stepped forward, holding a clipboard, and started talking, as if someone stood right in front of him. He even took down details, just like he would with any patient. Some believed it was the spirit of someone who had passed away there. Others thought it might have been someone only the guard could see. Whatever the case, he didn't seem scared at all, and that was the strangest part. In the Amazon rainforest, Brazil, wild animals were expected, but visitors saw something else. A strange being stood near a tree, its skull oddly shaped, with big, black eyes. It matched descriptions of an alien. The thought was scary. The dense forest could be a hidden base for them, a place where something unknown was happening. Maybe there was a whole group inside, carrying out some secret mission. If the visitors had stepped in and searched, they might have found more, but they didn't dare. Stories of alien abductions filled their minds, warning them to stay away. It's time for today's open discussion. An actor was giving an interview on a live show when viewers watched something they would never forget. They saw his face suddenly change. Strange linings or patterns appeared on his skin, making him look like some otherworldly being. But just for a moment, then it became normal again. The authorities quickly denied it, calling it a broadcast fault, but those who saw it believed otherwise. They were sure this was no glitch. The patterns on his face looked too real. Some whispered that he might be a reptilian being, hiding in plain sight. And that face change? A sign he could transform at any time. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.